Hi everybody, this is Lauren of Plan Mosh Plan. Welcome back to another plan with me. Actually, sorry, force of habit, not a plan with me. This is actually my 2020 planner setup and system and organizational system. I did a video on this last year that people really ended up liking for whatever reason, so I thought I would do one again for 2020. It's super similar to what I have done last year, or what I did last year, but I have a couple updates of just kind of some changes and whatever else. So I did want to update you on all of that, and also just do this new video in case you haven't seen it before. A little history: I have been using planners, well, for a very long time, well before I was aware of the planner community and that like this whole thing with the stickers and all that was a thing. I've always loved like planners and colorful pens and all of that, but when I found out about like Plum Paper Planner and Erin Condren and all that, I think it was 2014. So I've been doing this for a really long time. I've had Plum Paper Planners, which are these two, ever since then, and I just have really found a system that works super well for me. So I love to talk about it and I love to share it. Yeah, so I'm gonna get into that. I also want to warn you too that I have, well, not warn you, but let you know that at the end of this video, I'm going to talk about three separate giveaways that I'm going to be doing at the end of this video, just as kind of a thank you. I make all these videos all the time, and to me it's just a hobby that I really enjoy doing. It's a creative outlet that I really like, and I really like having a place to kind of express all of that here. So as a thank you and a little token of appreciation, I have three separate giveaways that I'm going to do at the end of the video. This is just some of the stuff that I'm including in the giveaways, but yes, more on that at the end. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm going to talk through the three different planners and what I use them for. So I have the Erin Condren neutral vertical that I use all of the time, always. This is what you see all of my decorative planner videos on my channel here. I have a Plum Paper Planner, and this is the vertical ME Plum Paper Planner, and it's the 7x9. I'll put all of this in the description below, of course, but this is what I use every day for my life. Like, I write in pen, I color code it with highlighter, I scribble in it, it comes to work with me, it comes home with me, I use it all the time. I make lists in it, I put appointments in it, I also will put like memory keeping kind of stuff in it that I then transfer for my memory keeping. Like, this is the central kind of hub planner. And then this planner right here is another Plum Paper Planner, and it is a 6-month daily planner. Last year, actually the previous 2 years, I think I was using an Emily Lay simplified planner for my work planner, but I've noticed in recent months that I haven't been using it very efficiently or effectively in the way that I use these planners really efficiently and effectively. So I thought maybe I would make a change. I think it's partially maybe a change that I need to make with my scheduling and how I'm doing my job, but and that's on me. But I also think part of it is just making sure that I have the most efficient planner for what I need to do at work too. So this is the daily planner. So those are the three planners I use. Yes, it's a lot, but I have a system that works really well for me, and whatever works, I say. Whoever, I know that last video I got a lot of comments like, that's so many planners, that's too much, but I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't know, it works. For me, it works. I am a chicken with my head cut off if I don't write everything down and have a creative outlet too. So that is that. So these are my 2020 planners, but I'm actually gonna show you my ones for 2019 because I think that that's kind of easier. So let me get arranged here real fast. Okay, so this is my vertical 7x9 ME Plum Paper Planner, and this was last week in that planner, and this is just the most functional kind of planner that that I can imagine for myself. It's super, super functional. This is what it looks like, and then here's my new one for 2020. this is what the week looks like. They've made a little bit of adjustments, like there's now some, this little kind of boxes here now. There is no longer space in between the columns. It looks like maybe the spacing between the lines is a little bigger. So I'm sure I'll get used to it, and that's all good and fine. But I wanted to show you the new one so you could see kind of what it would look like if you were to purchase it now. But I kind of want to talk through my system in my old one because I think it's a lot easier to see in what I already have. Oh my gosh, I got stuff everywhere. Okay, so this is a kind of like sectioned off planner. So I have I kind of plan within the sections, and then I also plan by color coding with my highlighters. So I have a today section up top that has kind of daily kind of things that would happen throughout the entire day or aren't timed. Stuff like a little reminder that I needed to buy cupcakes today, or these were birthdays, or a payday, a bill, just kind of like some sort of reminder that I need to know for the entire day. Next I have a work section right here. This is meetings that I have for work. That's pretty much all that I really put here. The other planner, and well, I have like I'm a project manager at work, and I have most of what I do is on the computer, but I do kind of pull certain things out of my email and out of my project plans into my work planner to prioritize them. However, I do like to put my meetings right here, so at a glance I can just know like if I need to be somewhere at what time. The next two sections are to-dos. So this is just lists of things that I need to do. I also have this sidebar section of to-dos. The sidebar section of to-dos is kind of stuff that doesn't necessarily, it's just more of like a running list of things that I need to do. It's not stuff that I necessarily need to do this week. It's just kind of like a running list. And then the things that I have daily are things that I do want to try and get done this week. It doesn't always happen, but I do move them kind of out of here and put them into here if I want to get them done this week. And then yeah, sometimes I will also like, it'll be a little bit more specific or broken down into different like steps or whatever. If I need to break it down, then it'll get broken out here. Down here, the appointment section, pretty simple. This is where I do anything that's timed, that's not a work event or a social event. So this is where like obviously doctor appointments, dentist appointments, that kind of thing happens. I also will put classes, like my workout classes there, anything like that, pedicure appointment, anything like that where it's like a time and I need to be somewhere at a certain time. Next I have social. I will put anything social here. This can be events, although sometimes if I know like I have a big event that I'm gonna have to travel or do something for, I'll actually put it up top if it's gonna be like the whole day is dedicated to that. But for the most part, I will put like social events and stuff down here. And then the bottom I have for tracking. This section's a little bit more fluid. Sometimes I put what I eat for lunch. Sometimes if I want to like whiten my teeth for 2 weeks or something, or I have to take antibiotics or medicine if I'm sick or like anything like that, I'll just track it down there. And also I might put like some notes to myself or whatever, anything like that. So moving back into the sidebar over here, I use this note section kind of in different ways depending on the week. This section really depends on the week. So like right now I have gifts that I need to buy for people and what my ideas are and if I've done it yet, or I cross it off when I do it. I'll also put if like someone on my team at work is going to be like off all week and I need to remember that, then because I have to take on their responsibility or something, I'll put that there. Or if I'm going to be like out of office or something, I'll put that there. Or like for Black Friday, I made a list of all the shops that I wanted to shop at for Black Friday. I don't know. It's just kind of whatever is in my head that needs to get out of my head that doesn't really fit into any of this goes down over here. So that's the layout, and that's how I kind of manage all of these sections and function. And then I also have the color coding portion, which is really important to me. So I'm going to take out all of the colors here and I'm going to talk through my color coding system. Okay, here are my highlighters that I use. And then I will also too pull out my favorite pen so I can show you. This is the pen. This has changed over the years, but I feel like for the past like over a year I've been using this one now. It's the Uniball Signo DX in 0.38 millimeters. So I think millimeters, is that right? Who knows? 0.38 is the measurement. I don't know what the unit of measure is, but I think it's millimeters. Anyways, this is my favorite pen. It writes really well. I like really thin tip pens, especially, I don't know, with how close together these lines are and stuff. I also use this in my Erin Condren too. And then the highlighters that I use, I have a set at home that you're looking at right now, and also a set that I keep at my desk at work. These are the Ascenti Soft highlighters. I will make sure all of this gets linked down below if you're interested in any of these products. I think these are like a knockoff mild liner, but I really like them, and I think that they're really pretty. I used to use like these kind of more bold colors, but I like this kind of more pastel color. I think it was maybe the beginning of this year that I switched over. No, it must have been last year. Okay, I'm going to talk through the color coding system. So I start off with pink. Pink is anything really important that I need to remember. It's kind of more of a fluid color, but anything that doesn't fit into my other kind of color coding system, but I want to highlight it for whatever reason, I will highlight. So this week I had Day of Celebration, which was like a work event thing that was pretty fun, and then, well, actually didn't end up going, but I did want it. I meant for it to be important, so I did mean to highlight it. I wanted to get a flu shot on Friday. Again, didn't happen, whatever. But yes, and then I also had to like change my name because I got married. So that was like a, hey, you're going to the Social Security office today. Here's a pink, highlight. Okay, orange is, I think of orange as coming and going. That's what it is in my brain. So orange is is for highlighting anything that is like someone isn't somewhere where they would normally be. So if someone's coming into town, I might highlight that depending on who it is or whatever. If Steven's leaving town, if I'm going on vacation. This one, like I worked from home on Friday, so I marked that in orange. Just kind of anything that I want to call out to myself, like I'm going to be on vacation, or my sister's coming into town or whatever, like that I will highlight in orange. Yellow I use for appointments, so for the most part it just kind of stays in this appointment row, but it's any kind of timed appointment where I need to be somewhere at a certain time. That gets highlighted in yellow, and it's not like a social thing or a meeting or whatever, but if it's like any sort of pedicure, spin class, whatever, that always gets highlighted in yellow. Green is, I just highlight the times. Anytime there's a time associated with something, I highlight it. So all of the times of my meetings are highlighted in green here. I had to be at the Social Security office at 9 a.m. That was highlighted in green. My pedicure appointment was at 11 a.m. highlighted in green. Baby shower was at 2 p.m. highlighted in green. So that's kind of just like wherever there's a time in my planner, it gets highlighted. Blue I don't actually use, so I'm gonna take that out. I used to use it as a floating color, but this blue is like way too similar to that green, so I just got rid of it. Okay, purple is events. I use this for like more major events, like not necessarily, like I won't necessarily, even though these things like down here, like it was my dad's birthday or whatever, oh no, like cook a big date night dinner, I went to my parents' house for dinner, like stuff like that I won't highlight, but this is for an event like a wedding, a baby shower, a big birthday party, some sort of big kind of event or celebration that like is important and stand out, and like I can't, like things have to be scheduled around that. That gets highlighted in purple. Okay, so that is my that's my plum paper planner. I really love it. I really love the system that I have going for it. It works really well for me. It's a working planner, so this is this week. It's Tuesday right now. I am filming my 2020 planner setup, so I can mark that off, but I kind of will put stuff in advance if I know about it, but for the most part, when I get to work every morning, I just sit down and I fill it out for the day, and then I continue to add to it and like work in it all day. And then if I do stuff that I didn't plan for that I want to add into my memory planner, I will add it in here also. And it's just kind of like a very like working planner where I don't care if I scribble in it, I don't care if I cross something out, I don't care if I mess something up. It's not meant to be pretty. It's just meant for me to use really, really efficiently and to keep myself organized. So that is everything for my plum paper planner. Next, I'm going to move into my Erin Condren. Okay, this is my 2020 Erin Condren. This is my 2019 Erin Condren. I use this as my memory planner. And what a memory planner is to me is that I take everything that went into my 2019, my plum paper planner, and then I put whatever I want to like call out from there, anything, any kind of not necessarily memory, like I don't generally put how I'm like feeling or my moods or any kind of really journaling stuff like that. I just put like the stuff that I did every day, like what took up my time. And then I try not to make it, sometimes I'll be like, you know what, today was a lazy day, I just sat on the couch, and I'll put that in there, but I do kind of try to almost, I don't know why, but make it seem like it was stuff that I could have planned for, or I may have planned for. And don't ask me why, I don't really know. So this is this year. This is a spread in February. This is actually one of my favorite spreads. It was from GP Sticker Studio and I love it. But this is what it ends up looking like. And I use a bunch of stickers. I use sticker kits. I never finished this spread because I didn't like how I was using this kit. This was the week I went to get my wedding dress, actually. I do want to finish that. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's just a creative outlet. It's a mix between a planner, a journal, scrapbooking. I don't know. It's just kind of my time to be creative and journal, you know, everything that happened to me, and then make it pretty and post pretty pictures of it and pretty videos of it. And yeah, I really, really enjoy it. And this is kind of what, I don't know, like not what got me into all this, but like when I started this journey however many years ago of planning, I hate the word journey, when I started planning like this however many years ago, I just had a plum paper planner and I was trying to decorate creatively like this in my plum paper planner and mix the functionality and the decoration together into one and like have this stickerified beautiful like plum paper planner that was also like my plans for everything, that was also functional for me, and it just didn't work. Like I couldn't keep up. I am somebody who's kind of flaky. My plans change. I don't like to have solid plans. I don't like when people make me plan things too far in advance. I don't like any of that. So it didn't work for me to like lay everything down and then just like not have the ability to move stuff around and rearrange or whatever. So I separated having a functional planner and a decorative planner, which is not even really a planner, a decorative kind of memory keeping journal really is what this is, years ago. And it was the best thing I did, because then I have my super functional planner and I also have my creative outlet, and they're separate. And I really, really need it to be that way. So that is the 2019 version. This is the 2020 version, which is a little bit different. From first glance, if you look at a planner spread that I've done, because this also like was summer of 2019 and also 2020, it's a 1.5 year long planner. You can't really tell that it's all that different, but if you look at the like blank layout, this is not news to anybody, I'm sure, but it is. Let me find well, this is a half blank layout because I'm still working on it. Here we go. This is the blank layout here. I've made it very clear that I don't like the new changes here, for the most part. from the Erin Condren. So I am going to continue to use it though for 2020. Everybody is looking, I think, at the Aura Estelle planner right now, and I've been asked about that, and I think, and I finally took a look at it. I'm on the fence of whether to purchase one. Normally I have two Erin Condrens, one that I use for like all my memory spreads that gets filled in every week, and then the second I'll use for more like creative projects or stuff where I'm like trying something new out, or I want to plan, like do a plan ahead and a memory plan like decoratively in the same week or something like that. Well, just any kind of plan ahead, I'll have a second Erin Condren for, but I am considering doing the Aura Estelle for my second like memory planner. We'll see, haven't decided yet. But anyways, for the most part, those are my memory planners. Okay, last but not least, I have my work planner. This is new to me. So I mentioned previously that I had been using for the past 2 years for work an Emily Ley simplified daily planner, but I haven't been keeping up with it the past couple months, and I was ready for a change, so I looked into the Plum Paper daily planner, and this is what it looks like. So I don't have my work planner with me right now because I didn't think ahead and it's at work, but I can maybe insert a picture and also kind of talk a little bit about what the layout is. So the layout really is just, it's a single page. It has a note section horizontally on the bottom here. It's split in half, and then it has like timed, like from, I don't even know, maybe like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. or something on the left, a line for each time, and then a to-do section on the right, and that's all it is. So there was a couple reasons why I think that I wasn't loving it. I had a kind of like separate, I had a Plum Paper planner that was like just a meeting notebook for work, and then I also had the separate daily planner for like meetings and notes and stuff too, and it was too many to have both. So what I wanted to do was just kind of combine it into one. So if you like look here, all of these little headers are totally customizable, and you can elect to put one down here too, but I didn't. So what I wanted to do was like break it out kind of like this, where everything that I need to like write down at work throughout the day that isn't like going into an email or whatever, that I just kind of need to scribble down quickly, and also have my like at a glance of what I'm doing today, I wanted to put in here. So I have the today's priorities. So this is where I'm going to write the top kind of 3 things that I absolutely have to get accomplished that day, and kind of pick out those 3, like what is the most important, what what needs to happen today, and put those here. To-do list, this is pretty simple. I feel like anybody at work, I have a ton of things that need to get done, and literally like hundreds and hundreds of tasks I have to do at work every day, and I just kind of need to pick out some of the main ones that need to get accomplished like this specific day, and kind of list them out all here so I can start prioritizing them and visually kind of see like, oh, this needs to happen first, and then this, and then that, and then whatever else, kind of list them all here. That doesn't change from my last planner and how I was using it. The meetings, I like that it's smaller, that it's only, I don't even know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, less than, you know, there's only like maybe 8 or 9 lines here, which is good. I hopefully don't have more than 8 or 9 meetings in a day. I also like that you can input the times yourself. Something I didn't like about the Emily Ley planner was that it only had like 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., but sometimes I will have a meeting at like 10 a.m. and 10:30, and I would have to write them both on the same line, and I didn't like that at all. So I will put my meetings there. That's the plan, and I like that it's kind of smaller, and that sizing makes more sense to me. I also have meeting notes. This is where I can kind of like write main takeaways from meetings, or any action items that I need to action from a meeting right here. That's, I think, what I'm going to keep it to, is like action items that I need to action, and like yeah, not even like, oh, we decided on XYZ, but just like, Lauren, you need to action this. That'll go right here. Call notes is separate than meeting notes, which sounds weird, but I have a lot of meetings that I schedule and that get scheduled for me. It's a big part of my job. So that all kind of happens too. Like, that's gonna happen right here. But then call notes, the way I anticipate using this section is, I also get a lot of phone calls and have to make a lot of phone calls that aren't necessarily scheduled meetings with like agendas in the way that these meetings are. So if I have a call and someone's calling me, or I'm calling someone and I need to scribble down call notes while I'm on the phone from that call, that will happen here. And I like that it's not lined, so I can kind of scribble a little bit more. And then this section down here, I have just left open to be whatever it needs to be. So whatever is happening that day, or whatever I end up needing for this to be, depending on the day, or maybe I fall into a pattern and it actually ends up becoming something, I'm just leaving it open to be whatever it needs to be. Okay. That was a lot, but that is how I anticipate using my work planner. I do think a part of it too is that with any planner and being successful at using any planner, it is just quite simply making the time to use it, and then also figuring out, like, if you're not making the time and you don't want to make the time, it's probably because it's not a good use of your time. For me, at least, it's not super functional, it might be redundant, or it's just not helping you, and kind of figuring out why is it not helping me and how can I make it better, and how can I strategize to make it more efficient. And I feel like that's what I did with the layout of this planner, and now, like, I have the pretty planner, I paid for it, now I need to, like, also be accountable and make sure that I'm using it the way that I want to, and if it doesn't work, I need to start making adjustments on my end too. And that's just kind of, I think, the biggest part of how, like, you can have all the pretty pens in the world and the pretty highlighters and pretty stickers, but until you, like, figure out a method that works for your lifestyle and, like, the things that you want to accomplish, and you sit down and do it, it probably won't your planner won't help you until you do that. Okay, now on to the giveaway portion of the video. I will put all of the, like, rules and how to enter. I'll say it at the very end of the video once I'm done talking through what is included in each of the giveaways, and of course I'll also put it in the description down below. But I do want to call out really quickly that I am going to keep this US only, so that way if you're not in the US and you don't, like, go through all this and then at the very end learn that you're not eligible. So anyways, I did want to do all these giveaways as just kind of a thank you to everybody who's watched me, whether it's you've been watching from the beginning when I started all of this, or if you're just finding me now. I had the idea to kind of give away 3 different, I don't know why I keep saying, like, last time I did 4. This is 5. 3 different giveaways. Each one is kind of suited to a different person who I think might be watching my video, or maybe interested in one of the different planning styles that I specifically talked about. So this is the first giveaway, and it's for the person who, someone who I think might be interested in color coding in their planner, and is more interested in that kind of functional style of planning, and likes the idea of adding colors and color coding to their planning, regardless of what planner you use. If you also do, like, the sectioned off planner that I have, Plum Paper, or literally any kind of planner, I think you could apply the color coding concept to, and, like, your lifestyle, whether it's for work or for school or for, like me, where it's just your entire life. I think you could definitely apply those color coding concepts to any planner. So what I have for that is these Erin Condren dual tip markers, if you like to write in markers in your planner. I don't, but I do have a pack of these, a couple packs of these for myself to use for a coloring book for fun. But if you like to use markers, those would be great. I also have the Uniball Signo DX pens, which that is the gel pen that I use every day in both my Plum Paper planner and my Erin Condren. I have only ever tried the black. I ordered a set of these for myself, but I also thought I would give one away as you know, for the color coding. So maybe you don't want to write in black and highlight the way that I do. You could just use this set of colorful gel pens instead. I hope they're good. Considering how much I love the black one, I hope the rest of the colors are just as good too. And then I also have a set of the highlighters that I use every day. These are of course brand new, but these are the highlighter colors that I use in my planner, so I thought I would include those also. I also have this Erin Condren accordion zipper pouch for on-the-go organization. I will fill each one of these pockets with the different kinds of markers and pens that I'm including. And then I also will include a set of the Uniball Signo DX pens. These are in, oh no, these are in 0.5. Okay, well, in 0.5, I like the 0.3, but these are the 0.5. Maybe you'll like it a little bit thicker. So that is everything that's going to be included in the giveaway number 1. Okay, giveaway number 2 is for a Erin Condren, and then some of my favorite planner tools that I use along with my Erin Condren. So what the person that I had in mind for this giveaway is somebody who likes decorative planning maybe, or planning with stickers, but maybe you haven't started yet, you haven't purchased your first Erin Condren, or maybe you just haven't bought your Erin Condren for 2020 but you've already used one before. This is going to be a full year-long 2020 Erin Condren vertical neutral. And then I have some of my, and the cover, I actually don't have the cover for this one just yet, although there is one in here, I promise. But I have that coming in another order. It's another one of the like green wedding shoes, which is the covers that I generally get for mine. It's actually like a more colorful cover and it doesn't have any name on it. So you could either vinyl, like get vinyl stickers and put your own name on it, or just leave it blank how it is. But yeah, so that you'll get a full Erin, like 2020 planner for Erin Condren 1 year long from January to December. And then I've also included some of my favorite planner supplies that I use all the time, every time that I plan, as part of this giveaway too. So I have some whiteout. If you plan like me and you're a decorative planner or you want to put down stickers, you're definitely going to need it. This is the Tombow correction tape. It's very popular. I will again list it down below. You'll probably want to try and buy a full set, but this is one to try out that tape. This is a utility knife. It's an X-Acto knife blade. This is the one that I use all the time. Yeah, they're really good, they're really cheap, but they are the best, I think, for like anytime you have to slice washi or stickers in your planner. Do not let anybody tell you that you need to buy a like $10 slice tool. I have one of those. They're absolutely junk. All you need is an actual X-Acto knife that is $2 on Amazon. Don't let anybody tell you you need an $8 or $10 crappy slice tool. That's a scam. I also have a pack of the Uniball Signo pens. Again, these are the ones that I use every day, although they are 0.5 and I do use 0.38. Should have checked that before I checked out, but I think most people prefer 0.5 instead of 0.38, so you'll probably like them just the same, or you might not even notice a difference. And then I also included some other really popular pens that people use in their planner. I have used these before, all of these before in my planner, and I like them all. These are my favorite, but I thought I would include some of these for you to try out too, just in case you haven't tried them before. So this is the Pilot High Tech C in 0.3. This is a really, really super thin pen, even thinner than the Uniball Signo DX in 3.8. This is a tool pen. Oh, I was gonna pop it out, but of course they're not used. They're brand new. This is a fine point one, which I think means 0.5. It writes really smoothly. It's again 0.5, which is a little bit thicker than I prefer, but it's a really good pen. This is a Uniball Signo Micron maybe, in the 207. I don't actually know, again, it's brand new, I haven't used it, but has a little ball on top. I don't know, I think that this is a pretty thin one. I know I have like a 0.5 and a 0.7 version. I just can't tell which one this is, but again, a good pen. And then this is a Papermate flare. These are super popular. Also, a lot of people have them in the different colors, but some people like to write on glossy stickers with these. I write on gel pens with glossy stickers, but just in case you prefer or you want to try out a kind of more of a marker tip, that is for you. So the Erin Condren, and then, oh, you know what too? I'm gonna look around. I also ordered a pair of rose gold tweezers because this is a huge thing. I think if you are laying down like stickers in your planner, I ordered a pair of rose gold stickers, tweezers, and I got them, and I can't figure out for the life of me what I did with them. So if I can find them somewhere in my house, I don't know where I would have put them, I will include them. So, but I don't know where they are right now, so I'm also not going to promise it. But anyways, the planner and all of the planner tools and pens is giveaway number 2. Okay, last but not least is the third giveaway. This is a giveaway that's intended for somebody who already uses a planner for any sort of decorative planning, whether it's plan ahead or memory, but you already use the Erin Condren or whatever, any kind of planner that would fit the Erin Condren style stickers. I thought I would give away one kit from each of the shops that I've done PR for. So these are all some of my very favorite shops, and I kind of had like January, February, or like starting your new planner in my mind when I picked out these kits from my collection. So this first one is called Ophelia. It's from GP Sticker Studio. If you've been around for a while, you may know that I love GP Sticker Studio, and one of the reasons why I love her shop so much, aside from that she does her own artwork, which is awesome, but she also does really cool mixed media kits like this one where it's photography, but it has like other mixed media elements in it. So this kit is called Ophelia. It's the full kit plus the personal size version as well. Something about green, the like green and eucalyptus, like has for January, that reminds me of kind of like starting fresh for a new year. And then there's also like cozy elements like the blanket and chair and the pillows and stuff that reminds me of January. So I feel like you could use this kit at any time, but I do think that it would fit well somewhere into January with like the green kind of start fresh mentality. So this is what the kit looks like. It's on a premium, I don't know, like a really buttery matte sticker paper, which is my favorite of her sticker papers. It's just got a bunch of stuff. It definitely could be stretched out over 2 weeks. You can see there's 2 sets of date covers if that's the kind of planner you are. I tend to use all this. I like that she still includes a ton of washi in her kits. A lot of shops don't do that anymore, but I love it. And then I also included the personal kit. For me, I like using a lot of like these smaller stickers in my spread because I'm a white space planner, and I like having more of the icons and like washi and stuff to play with. So that is the first kit. The next kit is from Paper Blush Bar. It is called Little Things. It is foiled in this really pretty holographic foil. I think that this kit would be, it's super like frosty to me, so it reads very winter, but then also with like the heels and the perfume and the hearts and the flowers and stuff, I think this could be a great Valentine's Day kit. And with like the pink and the red, like plus the kind of like frosty vibe, it's very like February in my mind. It has 2 pages that are completely foiled. This hollow foil is stunning. It is absolutely perfectly done. If you can't tell, these are checklists, so are those, and then these are washi strips, and then these are headers and date covers. This is the 3rd page and the 4th kind of washi page. So that is the second kit from Paper Blush Bar. And then, oh, and obviously I PR for these shops, so I have PR codes. I will put all of my PR codes for these shops and then the other coupon codes that I have for other shops down below. The last one that I have is from Planning World. I want to say that this came with her like January box last year, and that's why I maybe associated it as a kit for the new year, but it is a little bit different formatted than some of her other kits because it has, what is this, 16 full boxes and 8 kind of scenes, which is really cool. And I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I think because there's like this Valentine stuff here and then like this very outdoor kind of stuff, but also like cozy stuff too. It reminds me of like almost the Four Seasons a little bit. Like, I don't know why. Like the shopping reminds me of fall. That reminds me of like Valentine's Day. Some of them seem kind of spring with all the green and summery. I don't know. So anyways, my thought was that it could be a cool kit to kind of start off the new year with. So it's got a really pretty light gold foil to it. Her kits are foiled as well. This is actually an older version, I think, because it was released I do think it was released last January, that has these kind of custom boxes where then you can use, where are they? You can use those checklists if you want to create full box checklists, or you can use them separately. And then she includes all the headers. Everything is foiled. All those boxes are foiled, and the washi strips, super foiled. And the last page, the date covers, and that are foiled too. So that is giveaway number 3. Again, 3 different full kits from 3 of my favorite shops. Okay, I couldn't quite fit everything in the giveaways into the frame, but you get the picture. So I will tell you now how to enter the giveaways if you're interested. I do quickly want to say thank you though, whether you're interested in any of the giveaways and are going to enter or not. If you've been here for a while or are new, I definitely always appreciate all of the support that I get on these videos, and that's what makes it fun for me to do. But okay, into the giveaway. So again, this is US only. I am going to put all of the dates here. I am going to, like I said, there's 3 different giveaways. You can enter one or you can enter all 3. All you need to do to enter is just leave a comment down below, 1 per giveaway that you wish to enter. So if you want to enter all 3, leave 3 comments and just tell me if you're just gonna leave 1 comment, you can tell me like what your planner system for 2020 is, or what you wish your planner system, or what you're planning on your planner system, or in a perfect world what that would be. Whatever, you can let me know in that first comment, and then also tell me like, oh, I'm trying to enter giveaway 1, or I'm trying to enter giveaway 2, or whatever. And then if you want to enter more than 1, I don't care what the other comments say. You can tell me whatever you want and just tell me this is for giveaway number 2 or whatever, just so I know, and then I can select somebody and make sure that you're getting whichever one you want. So okay, all the rest of the like US only, blah blah blah, dates, all that kind of stuff I will put in the description bar, as well as everything that I talked about today and all my coupon codes for everything else. All that will be in that description, so you can definitely look there. But if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I know this was probably a pretty long one. I haven't edited it yet, but I can imagine. But that's all that I have for today. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.